Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well and you are preparing pretty well for the upcoming DBT-JRF examination. So this is the day 22 of the free BET crash course in which I am going to discuss some of the important immunology section questions which can be asked in part A. So stay tuned and thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like button if you like my efforts and subscribe my channel if you want more from this. So the first question says that, what are the signaling molecules of the immune system? So you have to mention that out of the following options, which of the following factor act as a signaling molecule to initiate the immune system response? So is it a chemokines, cytokines, transmitters or antigens? So basically the signaling molecules or the initiator of the immune response in a human body is basically antigens. So the correct answer is answer D, that is antigen. Antigens are the foreign molecules and which act as a signal that indicates the presence of non-self molecules, that is the antigen. So these are the responsible factor to initiate the immune response in a body. So correct option is option D, that is antigen. Now the second question, which says that which of the following cells are involved in innate immune responses as well as adaptive immune responses? So which of the following cell is involved in innate immune response as well as in the adaptive immune response? So basically dendritic cells are the cells which are involved in the innate immune response as well as in the adaptive immune response. So correct option is answer A, that is dendritic cell, as the dendritic cells are an important antigen presenting cell, that is APC, and therefore it acts as a connecting link in between the innate immune response and adaptive immune response. Now question number 3, that is which of these cell give rise to antibody? The correct option is option C, that is plasma cell, because when B cells maturate and activate, it gives rise to the cell known as plasma cell. B cell is directly not involved in the production of antibodies. Through the plasma cell it produces, and also the lymphocyte is the lineage of a cells which give rise to the B cell as well as the T cell. So the correct option is option C, that is plasma cell, which give rise to the antibodies. Now the fourth question, which says that which immunoglobulin is the first to be produced during an immune response? So is it IgE, IgM, IgG or IgA? So which of the following immunoglobulin or which of the following antibody is produced first during an immune response? So basically IgM is the first immunoglobulin produced during an immune response. So correct option will be option B, that is IgM. IgM is the first antibody class produced during the initial stages of an immune response. You have to memorize it and you should include this in your notes. So all these questions are basic questions which can be asked in the part A of the DBT-JRF examination. So don't think that all these are easy questions, so it will not be asked, because it is a very basic question. And what we do is we go for the advanced study in so many examination, but we have to focus on the basic part as well, because basics are the most important to score higher marks in the examination. Because if basics are clear, then and then only you can go for the complex conceptual questions. So watch the video and write it down in your notes. Now the fifth question, that is what is the primary function of dendritic cells in the immune system? You have to mention the function of the dendritic cells. So is it the DC cell involved in the killing of the infected cells, or does it secrete histamine, or it produces antibodies or present antigen to T cells? Just now we have read that dendritic cell act as a antigen presenting cell. So the option D is correct, that DC is an antigen presenting cell which is a connecting link in between innate as well as adaptive immune response. Correct option is option D, that is dendritic cells, which are specialized antigen presenting cells that play a crucial role in initiating the adaptive immune responses. Now the most important question, that is, in immunology, what does the tolerance refers to? So pay attention to the term tolerance. It is not just an English word, but it is an important terminology in immunology section. So tolerance refers to what? The inability of the immune system to recognize self from non-self, or the resistance of an organism to diseases, or the ability of the immune system to respond vigorously to pathogens, or the rapid activation of the immune response. So basically, the term tolerance in immunology refers to the inability of our immune system, of our immunity, to recognize self from non-self. बेसिकली जब हमारा खुद का बॉडी ये रिकॉग्नाइज नहीं कर पाता है कि जो एंटीजन आ रहा है वो सेल्फ हमारे बॉडी का ही पार्ट है या फिर एक्सटर्नली वो आ रहा है, इन शॉर्ट, इज़ इट हार्मफुल और नॉट हार्मफुल, और उसके अगेंस्ट में इम्यून रिस्पॉन्स जनरेट करना है या नहीं करना है, दैट इज़ नोन एज टॉलरेंस. एंड दिस मे लीड टू सेवरल फेटल consequences. So the correct option is option A. In immunology, tolerance refers to the immune system ability to distinguish between the body's own cell and foreign substances. Tolerance involve in preventing the immune response. As I explained, कि हमारी बॉडी ये रिकग्नाइज नहीं कर पाती है कि वो जो एंटीजन आया है वो सेल्फ है या नॉन सेल्फ है, एंड देयरफॉर इट डज नॉट जनरेट द इम्यून रिस्पॉन्स, एंड देयरफॉर there are some of the fatal consequences. Now some important lines which are very much important, from which a question can be framed. When our body encounters an antigen, so what our immune system does, so to protect our body from the foreign pathogen or the foreign antigen, so our immune system either develop an immune response or enter a state of unresponsiveness known as tolerance. यानी जब भी एक्सटर्नली कोई एंटीजन हमारी बॉडी में एंटर कर रहा है तो हमारी बॉडी या तो क्या करेगी, रिएक्ट करेगी रिस्पॉन्स जनरेट करके, या फिर रिएक्ट करेगी अनरिस्पॉन्सिवनेस शो करके, यानी किसी भी तरह का रिस्पॉन्स वो जनरेट नहीं करेगी, एंड दैट फिनोमिनन इज रेफर्ड टू एज द टॉलरेंस. सो द डेवलपमेंट ऑफ इम्यूनिटी और टॉलरेंस, both of which involve specific recognition of antigen by antigen reactive T or B cells, must be carefully regulated, since an inappropriate response, whether it be immunity to self-antigen or tolerance to a potential pathogen, can have serious and possible life-threatening consequences. मैं यही एक्सप्लेन कर रही थी अभी कि ये दोनों ही consequences, यानी कि ये लाइन मैंने इसलिए इंक्लूड किया है, दिस इज़ फ्रॉम इम्यूनोलॉजी स्टैंडर्ड बुक, दैट इज़ QB. सो यहाँ पे अगर हमारी बॉडी इम्यून सिस्टम एक्टिव होता है, अगर वो इम्यून रिस्पॉन्स जनरेट करता है, दिस इज़ द फर्स्ट केस, एंड इफ इट डज नॉट शो एनी इम्यून रिस्पॉन्स, दैट इज द सेकेंड केस, अनरिस्पॉन्सिवनेस, दैट इज टर्म्ड एज टॉलरेंस. दोनों के ही फेटल कॉन्सिक्वेंसेज हो सकते हैं. कैसे हो सकते हैं? इफ़ द इम्यून रिस्पॉन्स इज जनरेटेड अगेंस्ट द सेल्फ एंटीजन, यानी कि जब हमारा ही बॉडी हमारे सेल्फ एंटीजन के अगेंस्ट ही रिस्पॉन्स जनरेट करेगा, देन इट इज़ फेटल. सो उस केस में जो रिस्पॉन्स जनरेट हो रहा है, दैट इज़ फेटल. And if an unresponsiveness towards a very deadly pathogen, then again it will have fatal consequences. यानी कि कोई बहुत ही पैथोजेनिक एंटीजन हमारी बॉडी में एंटर कर रहा है एंड हमारा इम्यून रिस्पॉन्स जनरेट नहीं कर पा रहा है, हमारा बॉडी इम्यूनिटी ही प्रोवाइड नहीं कर पा रहा है, देन व्हाट इट वुड लीड टू सम फेटल डिजीजेस. एंड देयरफॉर ये दोनों ही कंडीशंस जो है वो अगर अलग अलग तरीके से काम करती हैं तो हमारे लिए वो हार्मफुल है. सो दिस वॉज द टॉलरेंस. सो दिस वॉज ऑल फॉर टुडे. आई होप आपको ये बेसिक क्वेश्चन बहुत ज़्यादा समझ में आए होंगे, एंड डू इंक्लूड इट इन योर नोट्स एंड प्रैक्टिस अ लॉट. थैंक यू so much for watching, and please hit the like button as well as subscribe my channel for more.